today. From the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, this is Madden Football on EA Sports. As we'll see Derek Carr and the New Orleans Saints versus Jared Goff and the Detroit Lions.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Caesars Superdome. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the New Orleans Saints. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Glad you're with us. It's Blake Grupe to get this one started, and off we go here in New Orleans. Here comes Khalif Raymond from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by the former Cal Bear and the #1 overall pick in 2016, Jared Goff.
And at one point, the ascension of Jared Goff was really, really strong. Back-to-back Pro Bowls, took his team to the Super Bowl and came really within one quarter of winning it. But since that time, he's had bouts of inconsistency, and that's been the struggle for him as he tries to get back to the form he showed earlier in his career.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now Goff on first down. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 9. Goff now to throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Goff wants to throw on 3rd and 1. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, It helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
On fourth down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
It's been fun to watch his development through the years, and right now what you see is a very confident quarterback who has a strong sense of self, totally understands the offense, and knows how to get the ball to his playmakers on the run.
Carr going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. Gets this complete to Shaheed. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Now a 3rd and 6. Carr now to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Again, it's Carr. That's Olave bringing in another one. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early. I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Carr. Complete to Olave on the out route. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. Open man left side, Shaheed has it. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
From the 8, they've got it 1st and goal. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll barrel his way into the end zone for a Saint touchdown. Jamal Williams, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Saints post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Groupie able to add the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Jamal Williams who ended things with a touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Goff now looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Reynolds. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. Second and 7. Here's Goff. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
So now following the sack, Goff and the Lions needing to come up with something here on 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the 1st half.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, it's Carr. They'll get this out to Kamara. Loose inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
Where's the contain there? And yes, that's a question, because that was just a simple drop-off. But he hits the Jets, and all of a sudden, the seas part in front of him. A huge result there to flip the field and what was a fairly innocuous play call.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Carr over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Second down, ball on the 3, 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Touchdown! Alvin Kamara from 4 yards out. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
The point after, good by Groupie. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's polished off through the air with a touchdown to Alvin Kamara. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. And the Lions going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. .30 seconds remain in this first half as they come up here 1st and 10. To throw is Goff. That's complete to Laporta. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Goff. He's got it to Williams. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again. Goff. Finding Williams once more. Complete. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Badgley able to punch this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports halftime report. We saw a strong first half from the veteran quarterback, Derek Carr. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Ready for the second half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. On the return, here's Rashid Shaheed. And able to get this out to the 25. The Saints going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Carr now on first down. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Carr. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. They run it again with Kamara. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Trying the left side with Kamara. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw caught by Olave. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On first down, Carr. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Tyson Alualu gets in there and drops him. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Carr. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
So Carr departs, and on is Blake Grupe for the Saints field goal. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
So after the field goal, back out is Grupe to send this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So we get a look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll begin by dropping it off to Montgomery. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They work now on 2nd and 9. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 77 yards. And the Lions are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback, because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. That stop made by Jack Campbell. So fourth quarter, a nice run there to start this drive. Charles, what do you think the split will be here between run and pass?
Well, partner, I think it'll lean towards the run, but this is also not a time where you just totally do that. You still have to possess the ball, move the sticks, and keep the clock moving as well. So they'll run their offense, but yeah, when they have a chance to run it, they'll do that a little bit more.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll take this up just shy of the 40. Excellent display of footwork on that run. 42 yards rushing for him now to this point. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. 7 yards there and a 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. That one on the guard, Cesar Ruiz. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Carr going to throw. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
His throw incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get 1st downs and eat away at the clock.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete as well.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here comes the Saints punter now. It's time this afternoon. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. So here's Goff and the Lions, trailing 17-10, 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. Goff on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Wreaking havoc was Nathan Shepard, the D tackle. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Well, they'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Now Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Goff now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They go ahead and snap it. Goff. It got his man complete. Down the right sideline. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the post, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for 2 here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow. Badgley on for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was Jamison Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The New Orleans offense set to take over. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
And Carr's throw complete there to Johnson.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains and take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Here's a 2nd and 7. Carr to throw. Connecting with Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now. That'll be taken in by Shaheed. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. Here's 2nd down. Carr. Olave holds it in. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. Now Carr. He's got Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Hey, you got your 1st down. Get up to the line of scrimmage and spike it.
Throwing his Carr. That's caught by Johnson. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So it's the Saints who are going to be in position to get the ball first as we are back underway and set for overtime. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. Carr going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in 1 shot.
1 shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He completes it to Olave. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 22 yards there, a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
From midfield, here's Carr. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Now Carr. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
They're a nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on 1st down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 22. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. That is caught, and he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That last pass puts him over 300 yards now in the game. More importantly, though, big first down here in OT.
And the team around him has a lot of confidence now after picking up that first down. Everyone seems a little more energized. But did I hear you before the game call in and say, this is my quarterback for your fantasy league? Because he just gave you a good stat, didn't he?
He did, and I appreciate it. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Kamara up the middle. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. 11 yards there on the touchdown run. And on his way to the end zone, shedding the tackle, he would not be denied.
That's what's called finishing the run. Making sure you power your way through. One-on-one tackle. No running back wants to go to the bench and say, I got stopped just short.
Groupie for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. Here's Raymond bringing it out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And Detroit getting set to go now. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
First throw in overtime for Goff. That's to the tight end, Laporta.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now a 2nd and 2. Back to throw, Goff. Now that's caught by Williams. Dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Goff. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Goff now looking to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Goff throwing again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
Another one in the books for us, partner. Always great to be by your side. And look, both offenses, both defenses had some moments in this one, but I think you would agree these coaching staffs are also going to have some stuff to clean up on film.
Absolutely, partner. And let's face it, any game we get to watch from up here, it's going to be a blast. Do we want to get a real job? Absolutely not. Let's keep watching the NFL all season long.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry.